Yo, I said, yo. Can y'all hear me? Is this thing on? Let's go. Hey, I do what I want, it's good. I'm a young CEO, sure. Can y'all hear me? Let's go. Yeah. All right, testing. 1, 2, 3. Smash the like button. You can hear me. Smash the like button. Let's get it. Oh, that burn. Oh, this tea is too hot. Y'all gonna watch me skull my mouth? Ain't gonna do that? All right. Shout out to Icy. Icy Nasty. That's my young boy, though. What's up? What's poppin'? No, I'd burn the stew out my mouth. Hey, I need y'all to get the likes up. We back in the mix. Yeah, we back in the mix. I need you to subscribe to the channel if you're new, because I am your father. I am your daddy. I'm Boxing's Poppy. Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Yo, testing 1, 2, 3. Y'all hear me? Yo, testing 1, 2, 3. Y'all hear me? Oh yeah, we sounding crispy. Okay. We sounding good? Okay. Hey, Icy done blocked somebody. Icy, quick. How y'all get blocked before the show even start? Y'all some idiots. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Who gets blocked before the show? That's like you heckling the opening comedians. You get kicked out before Dave Chappelle come on. Like, how you get kicked out before the main comedian? Y'all crazy. G-Code, what's up? Egomaniac, what's up? Ray, Romans 10, Chocolate Dip. Yeah, I like that name. Shout out to Chocolate Dip. My boy King Corleone, longtime Ego's Army. Jacob, Bud Jablonski. We got Atlanta in the building. Charles Jameson, Jabriel Bynum. Ray Smith says, shout out to Ego and Ego's Army. Let's start off right. Get the likes up. Respect this man's hard work. Keep it going. Let's talk by. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Come on now, cut. Shout out to Black Shinobi, South Central. Nah, for real. Why the F they want to badmouth other channels on this channel so bad? I don't know. I don't even know what he said, but I don't care. These dudes is bums. That, like, listen, boxing got some of the weirdest fans in any sport. I'm convinced. Like, some of y'all never been in that. I can tell by how you move. Listen, some of these boxing fans, y'all ain't got no ussy. That's what that is. You ain't never had none, because you come in with the most estrogen-filled, non-masculine, emasculated energy that I've ever seen. These foolish beta males. They stand on the hub and OnlyFans. That's where they belong, not here. You belong on OnlyFans. Spend your paycheck on the OnlyFans. This for the real boxing fans. You belong on OnlyFans. My boy said Xvids babies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They be on RedTube. Bangbros.com. they be watching the Bang Bus. Bangbros.com. Don't ask me how I know that. Yeah, they be on OnlyFans. You guys want to see my butt? I'll put my butt on the sink. Bro, them OnlyFans girls is demanding. You guys want me to script? You want to see my... You want me to put my butt on the sink? I'll do it. Like, what? $8.99, I'll put it on the sink. Bro, them OnlyFans chicks be wildin'. Bro, listen. See, y'all get me started already. Them OnlyFans chicks be lying, though. That's all I'm saying. They really out here lying. How every woe out here is talking about I'm 0.01% top creator. Bro, they be built like they be built like Ronnie Lott and talking about they the number one creator or in the top 1 percentile. Man, y'all some liars, bro. Bro, these chicks built like Nick Bosa and they talking about they in the top 0.0001%. No, you are not, bro. There's no way. On dead homies, there's no way you in that class elite. Like who's the man? Stop. And then the chicks be thinking the BBL's finna save them. My man said looking like a bug's life. Bro, them BBLs, that ain't gonna save you. If your body is whopped, you still gotta like work out. That BBL ain't for the fix. It ain't a fix all. That BBL is like when you get a flat tire, it's like fix a flat. That's not the same as replacing the tire. Listen, let me drop some game to y'all. Them BBLs, that's fix a flat. That is not the same as actually replacing the tire. Like you can't get the BBL and then you be at KFC getting a biscuit meal and you think your shape is gonna hold. Like that's not how that works. Shout out to Tony Robles. What's up? Yeah, man, y'all gotta get the likes up. What y'all want to talk about tonight? Y'all gotta get the likes up. We ain't talking about nothing. Oh, hey, hold on. You two be wildin', dog. YouTube got to fix a couple things. There'll be a couple issues. I need y'all to get the likes up, though. So, Shakur Stevenson is saying him and Tank is the biggest fight in boxing. I'm going to say it again. Shakur Stevenson is saying, he said they've been tweaking with the notification. I know the YouTube be hating. I don't know. They just be doing random. All right, look. Shakur Stevenson saying him and Tank is the biggest fight in boxing.
Be for real about it. Like,
keep it on. What's the fight?
Hold on. I'm going to let y'all hear this, dog.
Only one fight that is really
the one.
That, like, if we were like gonna be for real about it, like,
keep it on.
What's like, the fight? My opinion, because we talking about like skill and like boxing, like all around boxing, right?
Yeah.
Because we ain't talking about somebody that just got a good jab or what.
Yeah.
We talking about like all around.
Can do everything.
Yeah, boxing.
Yeah.
Me and Tank the
fight.
biggest fight.
That's the one.
It's the biggest fight in the world.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens.
Y'all, what you think? Like 147, 140?
Nah, hell no.
You think
135?
35, 40. I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
I can see it happening. Not too far in the future.
Really?
Yeah, I can see it happening. I don't think I think Tank will sign that contract.
Dang.
And I'm going to sign a contract too. So it's
like you gonna get it on.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, that is not. Listen, I hate to burst. See, I hate to burst some bubbles, but I got to be real. That's not the biggest fight in boxing. Y'all got to understand there's a difference between a great matchup and a big blockbuster fight in the world of boxing. There's a lot of fights that I could put together that would be great matchups. But not all of these fights would be big blockbuster fights. Listen, I'm going to say it again for the slow people in the back. There are fights in boxing that are great matchups. Stylistically, this guy has a chance. Stylistically, this guy has a chance. Boom. That's a great matchup. There's a lot of boxers out there who believe that because a fight is a great matchup, that it's automatically going to transcend and be a big earner or a big seller. That's not how that works. You have to build your brand, and I think Spence versus Crawford showed us that, because that was a banger of a fight on paper, and it was a great matchup. Both guys have been known, and it did not even do 1 million pay-per-views. It didn't do 1 million pay-per-views. Now, I will say this. Gervonta Davis is a different monster. He can be with anybody and sell. So based on his level of star power and his following, he could fight anybody. And that was shown in the Rolly case. Rolly had 13 fights or something, 15 fights. And they set a Barclay record. Rolly, the Gervonta versus Pitbull Cruz, they're setting great attendance records and doing numbers, and LeBron at the fight on a Sunday. That's because of Tank. See, this is the thing. When it comes to certain fighters like Gervonta Davis, people don't want to give credit where credit's due. I got the Venom Cup today. We are Venom. Insane Venom. Y'all see we rocking with the Venom today. Hey, make sure y'all hit the likes for the Venom. I'm Eddie Brock. Ego Brock, I'm in this mix. I got the symbiote suit. Eddie Brock of boxing. I'm Eddie Brock of boxing talk. Let's go. There's a misconception that everything that's a great matchup is going to be a great earner. And I think the boxers don't see that. Some of them, they're they overvalue their worth, not in terms of lacing them up and how much you should get paid necessarily, but they overvalue their worth in terms of how many butts you can put in the seats and how entertaining you are and how much interest you can jog up in your fights. That's what we're talking about here. So I don't think Shakur and Tank Davis is this big fight. I don't think it's a big fight, nor do I think it's going to happen. That's why you haven't seen me make incessant amounts of videos about that fight, because I don't think that fight is happening. There's so many reasons for this. So many reasons why I don't think that fight will happen. So here's the other thing I noticed about Gervonta Davis particularly. These old media in boxing will straight up and down tell you that Gervonta Davis is not that boy, right? They'll say, oh, Tank needs to fight somebody and all this weirdo stuff, right? Tank's no good and whatever, right? Why does everybody talk about Tank, though? See, y'all never made that part make sense. You have not found a way to make that part make sense. To say that Tank is not that dude and he needs to fight somebody and he's not ready and all this other goofy stuff that old media be talking about. But from Terrence Crawford to Gary Russell Jr. to Shakur Stevenson to Aesop Pitbull Cruz, they all keep calling out Gervonta Davis. Literally. They all said they want Tank. Not El Rayo or whoever else. It's always Tank. Every time. Rolly said he wanted a Tank rematch. Aesop Pitbull Cruz said he wanted a Tank rematch. Terrence Crawford said, if my chin is soft, then show me it's soft. All this stuff. He's on mainstream radio syndicated shows talking about Tank, a welterweight. I mean, if that don't show you that Tank is that dude, then I don't really know what to tell you. Tank's that dude. Period. Because there's nobody else Like, name somebody else who's in a lighter, like, name someone who's at light heavyweight and heavyweights is talking about fighting them under any situation or circumstance. Name someone who's at super middleweight that's talking about fighting somebody from 54, except for Canelo, and we know why he's doing that with Charlo. So, no matter how you slice it, the Tank show continues. Everybody, Devin Haney talk about fighting Tank. I think Frank Martin said he want to fight. Everybody talk about Tank. It is what it is. So all the old media be like, oh, Tank needs to fight somebody. He needs to do something. I mean, he don't need to do a mother thing, because whatever he's doing is clearly working, and it got y'all and the people in boxing talking about him. He ain't got to do. Listen, when you're goated and you in the throne, you ain't got to do like Boxing Ego. I'm goated. I'm already a legend if I ever leave. Like Lil Wayne said, I ain't got to do. Y'all got to do it. I ain't got to do it. Somebody said Bud versus Canelo would be bigger. Haney don't want the Tank smoke. Now, here's the other bad side for Shakur. Let me kick the actual factuals. The other bad side is, bro, I wish Kamal Oz was in here, bro, because me and Kamal was just talking about. I'm about to hit Kamal Oz because I feel like he needs to be part of this. Give me a second. Make sure y'all get the likes up. I need y'all to get the likes up. I gotta hit Kamal real quick. I need y'all to get the likes up. All right. So here's the downside. Shakur Stevenson is Bud Crawford with Top Rank 2.0. Shakur Stevenson's looking like Bud 2.0. And the irony is they're boys and they're homies and they're partners and they're friends and stuff like that. And his career is looking the exact same. It looks the exact same way. And that's just being real with you. Shakur Stevenson, immense talent. Terrence Crawford, an immense talent. Nobody's saying that either guy can't fight. But the decision that you've made career-wise, you're not necessarily getting the big names and the big options thus far in your career. So something has to give. Like, I don't think people, like, we live in a society right now in 2023 and beyond, 2024, people do not care about, like, excuses. Like, oh, I'm the boogeyman. No one cares about that stuff. They just want to see if you can back up everything you're saying. And if you don't have the dance partner to do it, then that's just what your career is. And I think that's the predicament that Shakur Stevenson is in. He's in that same Crawford zone where Crawford, top talent, elite fighter. The guys he was fighting with Top Rank weren't the guys to show that to show how good he could be or how good he is or how much he's progressing. So he's in the same boat as Crawford when he was with Top Rank. People are going to grow tired. Mark this video down. They're going to grow tired of, he just fought Jun Tao or I don't know, Jun Tao, Hiroshima, I don't know, whoever he fought, Yoshino, you know what I mean? Like, who is that? Like, nobody really knew who that dude was. Or like Nakathila and, you know, Aretha Franklin Jr., all these obscure names. That's not going to be enough. So it has to, Yoshimitsu, that's what I'm saying. Like Yokozuna or whoever you're fighting right now. Those aren't the names that, like, it's getting to the point where there's certain boxers in the sport of boxing and their dialogue beefing with other boxers is more interesting than the actual matchups that they're getting. Does that make sense? Like, the Twitter fingers beef is more interesting to boxing fans. But the problem with that is the Twitter fingers ain't getting the business done. So people are more interested in hearing about Shakur if he says something about Frank Martin or Edwin De Los Santos or Isaac Cruz than the actual opponents that are on the flyer. That's the issue. So no matter what the circumstances, your team, this is the team that you've enlisted. This is the team that gets a cut of your money. This is the name of the company that you've joined forces with and you've partnered with. So at the end of the day, that's what you'll be held to, the matchups that you can make. And, you know, to say that Shakur saying that it's the biggest fight, I don't believe that. He's never been on pay-per-view. Who is it the biggest fight to? It's a great fight for me as just a boxing head. That's what y'all not understand. And then the same thing kind of happened with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. The only reason that fight happened was because of Errol Spence. The reason being, Terrence Crawford demanded certain things that per where his career was at that given time, the paperwork didn't really match what you felt you needed to make that happen. Errol Spence told you this. He said, I had to give Crawford more millions. Crawford wanted more money. He wanted a coin flip. Those are things that outside of Errol Spence, 99.9% of fighters are not going to give you when they know good and damn well that they the A side. Nobody else is going to do that. So 99.9% of those fights are not going to happen if one person is not being realistic in their provable network branding value. If you don't got the paperwork and the stats to back that up, that's how the business works. I've been in the game, bro. And this is not, I'm not taking shots at fighters. I'm telling you the business of boxing. And if anybody don't believe me, I've been in boxing longer than these fighters. These young fighters is pups to me. You see what I'm saying? Like Shakur wasn't a pro when I was doing this because I'm older. You see, that's how that works. So I know what I'm saying, and I know the business of boxing, and I've been around it. So it's like Teofimo and these dudes, they weren't pros when I was a YouTuber. So I've had a longer career than they have, given my age and, you know, when I came in the game. That's the reality of it. So y'all got to pay attention. Some people are dismissive of YouTube. Oh, these YouTubers don't know anything. All right, bet. Also, casuals need a reason to pay the paper. Thank you. People who actually make sense in boxing. Shout out to Egomaniac. They need a reason to buy the pay-per-view. It's not football where you turn on the TV and watch the Super Bowl. Bingo. And in the age of streaming, you got to convince some people that this is an event that they need to pay for and must watch. And if they're not vested in the storyline of the, like just imagine when Rolly got pushed off the stage, how many people that was enough? They already wanted to see the fight, but him pushing Rolly off the stage, that threw him over the edge. They're like, man, I got to get this now. You see what I'm saying? Shakur's an amazing fighter, but he don't really have those moments in the sport. Like, he's not necessarily known. He's known for whooping dudes in the ring and the Olympics and stuff like that. He's not known for like this crescendo and crazy buildup and crazy promotion. So he may think it's the biggest fight, but I don't think so. And this might sound crazy. I think this might sound crazy to some of y'all, but I'm just being real with you. Isaac Pitbull Cruz is probably at this point a bigger fight than Shakur Stevenson because he brings a country. Whether you want to see the fight or not, I'm talking about the business. I'm talking about the business. You have to understand the business of boxing. And I know the haters, they be like, oh, Ego, who cares? We're boxing fans. That same attitude is going to continue to not get the motherfucking fight. Because if the business don't make sense, then the fight won't happen. So it don't matter what you talking about. It don't matter if you say, oh, who cares? We boxing fan. We want to see the best versus the best. That sounds good. It sounds good on paper. But guess what? The networks, they need ROI, return on investment. And if they don't get that, and if they don't feel the need to make this match, then guess what? It ain't happening. Shakur Stevenson ain't got no venues. Tank Davis ain't got no venues. They don't have the relationship with the Barclays and the camera crew. I mean, if that was the case, then boxers wouldn't even have promoters. They wouldn't even have a team. They would just do everything in-house. You know what I'm saying? Like how you see an independent rapper. Name somebody. There's rappers that are independent and then they didn't have a major deal, and like Nipsey Hussle, and they were still making ish move. Ain't no boxer, like even the boxers that got like promotional companies, they don't be at where's like, let's say Man Down Promotions, Errol Spence, right? Errol Spence don't be at the podium speaking from the behalf of a promoter at Frank Martin's fights. So it's still, you still in a co-promotion, and you pretty much have TGB Promotions or whoever who's actually making stuff move and like making sure the lights and tables are set up and the media got the proper seating with the names and the credential. Do you see what I'm saying? Like this is like, there's fighter AJ and 258 management. He ain't putting the fight together. Eddie Hearn and Rematch Rooms. You think Anthony Joshua is approving credentials for his fights? I mean, that's crazy. Somebody said there's an issue with the audio. Is the audio sounding choppy? Let me know. Type the word choppy if it sounded choppy. If it's not, you could put no. Somebody said the audio is choppy. So just put choppy or no. I don't know. Nobody else seemed to have the issue. I mean, I tested it earlier and it sounded fine to me. I don't know. You might have to restart or re-exit and re-enter. Nobody else seems to have the same issue. All right, one person. Two people. Yo. So I don't know. Some people, there's two people that said there was an issue. The rest said it sounded, cool. Hold on, let me turn the sound. I'll turn the sound on real quick. Said it sounded, cool. Hold on, let me turn. La 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 la. What up, Fight World? It's your boy. Hold on, let me turn. La 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 la. What up, Fight World? It's your boy. Yeah, I don't hear the issue. I don't know. That might be your device, bro. I'm not sure. Anywho, that's the issue. Like Shakur Stevenson, he's a beast, great fighter. But y'all got to understand, there's different fights that are desirable from boxing fans, and there's different fights that are desirable for the world. Like just think of and see, this is what I'm saying. Old media don't let old media confuse you. Don't let old media lose and confuse you, because old media be saying a bunch of like stuff that don't add up. Like old media, when Floyd said he was fighting Conor McGregor, right? Floyd said he was fighting Conor McGregor, and old media was like, oh, this is a travesty, and oh, this is a circus fight. That fight did number 2, only second to the fight with Manny Pacquiao. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we really talking about? So all that griping and complaining that old media do about certain fights, like, oh, nobody wants to see that. Then why did the fight actually sell? See, that's what I'm saying. Let old media tell it. That fight would have never happened because they said it was a travesty in a circus fight and it was a horrible fight for boxing and it was a bad look and it was ruining Floyd's legacy. But guess what? Everybody who was involved, from Conor McGregor, I don't know what you're thinking. Who the f is that? To Floyd Mayweather, to Dana White, to Showtime and Steven S. Everybody got caked up from that fight. Everybody involved in that equation ate and was eaten. So y'all want me to believe these dumbass boxing fans that don't know business and never owned a business? Or you want to believe somebody who's been in the business and telling you about the business? That's the difference. So a lot of what boxing fans say sounds cool in theory, but they don't know what makes ish move. They're not out here doing things. They're like saboteurs anyway. Some of them don't even want the best for certain fighters like Tank Davis. They don't want what's best for him. They don't even like him. So why would I expect you to steer Gervonta Davis in when you don't like him and you make that apparent? Why would I expect you to be the one that steers him in the direction of what makes the most sense for his career when you clearly have a disdain for him? So I don't see no Shakur and Tank fight happening. The other issue is Shakur Stevenson would clearly be the B-side to Tank Davis. So if he didn't want to take, these are simple questions I bring up in the world of boxing, and can't none of y'all prove me wrong. Not none of you. If Shakur Stevenson was offered 75-25 with Devin Haney, and Devin Haney feels I'm undisputed, so you would take it or leave it, and Shakur said, nah, that's not my worth, then how is the Tank fight going to happen? Because Tank is I would say a bigger star than Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, and the business didn't make sense for you to fight Devin Haney, and he was just over there on Top Rank. So you didn't like the offer of 25. You have no belt. You don't have more star power than Tank Davis. So please explain what offer gets that deal done for it to happen real soon. I think now that 25% from Tank is such a big number, he would consider it. I mean, I don't know. I know all I know is when Devin Haney offered the 25%, he said it was disrespectful, basically. So who knows what would be accepted in the mythical negotiations. But I'm just saying, if you think about it, if you didn't want to, okay, so Devin Haney has all the belts and he offered you 25%. So it's 25% plus it's a chance at every single title in your division, which you have 0 titles in the division at the moment because you only have one fight against Jun Tao in the lightweight division. So some fighters would consider that. They would consider it because it's more than just the money, the 25%. It's also a big fight, and it's also a chance for all the belts. But, you know, he didn't feel like that was one of them ones that he should consider. Nathan says your audio was fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he said that. Everybody else seemed to say it was cool. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think it's the biggest fight. Like, see, this is what's happening in boxing. That's more than he ever made. Shout out to Anthony Jones. This is what's happening in boxing, people. And like, I don't care about being the bearer of bad news. I'm just going to always keep it real on my channel. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. That's the best thing I can tell you. Common, you don't even know how to spell, so I ain't worried about you. The man said common instead of come on. So until you learn how to spell, you out of here, bro. I don't know what you talking about. Shakur's nice as hell, but he should have took that 25%. I mean, at best, it's debatable. Some people feel it's different, and other people it's different. You know, some people say yay, some people say nay. Shout out to PGH, Big Dog. What's up? The other thing is this that you got to understand with this boxing game. You got people who they're saying, like, they'll say, oh, me versus so-and-so is a big fight, like Shakur Stevenson. But based on what? Based on what? Like, you have to understand in business, you have to have, like, okay, I'm telling you, I'm a businessman. You know that because you find me at my places of business, like Tupac said, right? If I were to do a brand deal, which I got several, I have several brand deals. I am the sole proprietor of Boxing Ego. Everything that moves is me. Everything you see, every upgrade, every piece of gear, that's me, right? I'm just showing you how a business works. I don't have to ask permission. I don't have to ask my parents if I can get some new gear or get money from them or ask permission because I have a manager. No one tells me when to wake up or what videos to put out. I do everything. That's the beauty of YouTube, right? So everything that moves here on my channel with my brand, my social medias, everything is me. I call the shots. That's how it works, right? So with that being said, if I were to do a brand deal and like let's say Apple or Beats by Dre, a big brand, I have to bring something to the table that is somewhat tangible, a paper, some type of numbers to show that they deserve to work or I deserve to work with them, and this should be how much they're going to pay me. You as an influencer, as anybody who's ever landed a brand deal, and I've landed several, you have to be able to show. YouTube even made this process simple because they have like a brand kit so it can show how many million views or whatever views and statistics that you do so you can present that. It's like a media kit. So you can present that to whoever you need to land a brand deal. Like, hey, I get this many impressions on my Instagram or on my YouTube. These are some analytics that you can look at. So it shows you behind the scenes and under the dashboard what's going on. You have to be able to present and bring something to the table. Shakur has never been on pay-per-view. So you're saying it's the biggest fight. I know boxing fans would be hyped, but boxing fans is a small number of people. Hardcore boxing fans is like 250,000, 350,000, etc. To get the mega millions, especially in 2023, you have to transcend just pure diehard boxing fans to get to and that's why fights like Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis and Conor McGregor and Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. That's why these weird, what seemingly like freak show fights, that's why they do better than other, because they're bringing in and pulling in so many different audiences. Ego, who you pick out of Tank and Stevenson? Nobody. I'm not picking. I don't do picks on imaginary fake fights. I'm not Peter Pan. I don't live in Neverland. I don't care. If the fight ain't happening and there are no signed contracts, you'll never get a prediction, or you'll seldom get a prediction from me because I don't care. I don't know how much clearer I can be throughout my tenure in this game. I don't waste my time. I have millions of things to do, and one of them is not to waste my time. Everybody has a finite amount of energy, and they have a finite amount of time on this planet. So I don't make it my business to purposefully waste my time. I don't care about a fight prediction to some fake fight that's not happening, which is more or less what I've been saying. So y'all got to read between the lines. If Tank and Shakur Stevenson have a signed contract, then ask me what my prediction was. I don't really care if it's just, oh, hey, what? That's just a waste of time. That's like me telling you what it will feel like to sleep with some celebrity that you're not going to sleep with. What's the fun in that? I want to really clap cheeks. Like, I don't want to talk about it and imagine it. Like, that's weird. That's just weird to me. So, I don't know. I don't see it happening. That's just my honest opinion, you know? And we'll see. I don't even know. You guys can let me know from your perspective. I don't even know if Shakur Stevenson Tank is the fight that gets talked about necessarily the most. You know what I mean? Out of y'all let me know in the comment section. You know, out of Tank and anybody else who could fight, Devin Haney and Lomachenko and whoever, Gary Russell, Teofimo. I don't even know if that one out of like that 4 horsemen type of group, I don't even know if that's the number one hottest talking point. Now, I have heard people say that Shakur Stevenson will give Tank the most issues because of his ring IQ. That could be true. But again, these things have nothing to do with the business. Who gives you problems and all that? That's not enough to make a mega fight, because the mega fight, you have different promoters and the networks. They have to have a vested interest in making the fight. I mean, what don't y'all understand? Can you be what's up? The network has to be on board with all this stuff. That's the whole point that I'm making. He said low-key clout chasing. Everybody talking about Tank. That's all that happens in boxing. People talk about Tank ain't good, and you know he be losing fights, and he's not that good. Just all this stuff, but then everyone talk about him. So it is what it is. The last thing I want to talk about is Canelo. He looks smaller to me. Ahead of this Charlo fight, he looked like he leaning out. Like he looked lean. I don't know. I don't know if that's the game plan. Hey, Block X Architect. I ain't even worried about what you talking about, bro. I said what I said. You can eat the cake, anime. I don't care what you talking about, bro. Eat the cake. I'm Mike Turner. Eat the cake. You gonna eat the cake, anime. Bam. See, shout out to Kenya B. Yeah, you gonna eat the cake. Eat the cake, anime. I don't know where y'all get off thinking y'all finna back talk me and talk crazy in the channel and still be here. Eat the cake. You gonna eat this some good cake. Eat the cake, anime. I am going to make you eat the cake in front of all these people. You the new anime. They said shout out to Kenya B. She's such a sweetheart for making him eat the cake. Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Oh, you said that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Eat the cake. Eat the cake, anime. Oh, there's some good cake. You want some cake? Eat the cake. Bro, I will make you eat the cake. That's all this is about. Why y'all think y'all finna be in my chat talking crazy? Haven't I proven that over the last several years, like that's not really finna work out in your favor? I'm going to make you kiss the pinky ring. Don't you ever disrespect me. I'm going to make y'all kiss the pinky ring. Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Am I the baddest? Mofo. Yeah. Bro, I'm sure enough. I give you the boxing news that's sure enough. Stop playing with me. I'm the Shogun of Harlem. I'm the Shogun of Cali. Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Am I the baddest? Yeah. Bro, I'm going to make y'all kiss my Converse. Nigga, please. Y'all better stop playing with me. How come when I don't even be talking about what y'all talking about? See, they, like the Canelo Chupapi Muñeños, right? They'll say, oh, this guy lives off Canelo's name. And I don't even be talking about Canelo, and then they'll bring up Canelo. Or they'll be like, oh, you have a bias towards Terrence Crawford. I'm not even saying nothing about Terrence Crawford, and y'all talking about Terrence Crawford. And Errol Spence and all this weird. Man, come on. Catches bullets with his teeth. Please. Shout out to Alicia Guerrero. I'm from Texas. I'm a Mexican. Charlo, Houston, Texas. Yeah. Shout out to Texas. Bro, Canelo look kind of small. He look kind of, I was born ready, bro. He better eat some steaks before he fight Charlo. He better eat that steak again. He look kind of small. Bro, he better get him some carne asada. He better get some al pastor. Bro, tell Canelo to eat a torta. He looking kind of small, bro. Canelo need to eat the meat. I made the other dude eat the cake. I'm going to make Canelo eat the meat. Bro, he need a meat lover's pizza ASAP. He looks smaller. Like, I don't know. He just looks smaller than I expected. Like, he just fought at 175. He need the Nello nachos. Facts. Bro, he need them carne asada nachos. He needs some lengua. You better eat some cow tongue or something. Get you some protein up in there. Listen, Canelo, eat the lengua. You better eat the lengua. You look small, bro. You look way smaller than I expected. But, see, this what Canelo, he be playing, y'all. He be playing game, bro. You making a man move up 14 pounds. Like, you don't want David Benavidez. Just say it, bro. Like, how every time Benavidez' name come up, Canelo get mad? Like, that's to tell you something. Bro, why are you mad every time somebody say Benavidez? Who's he? He's like, who he beat? You fight nobody. Like, why are you so mad though? Benavidez's name is like Candyman. He like the Mexican monster. He the Mexican Candyman. He the Tajin man. Bro, he the Mexican Candyman. You get scared every time his name. Every time David Benavidez be in your dreams with the bees coming out his mouth. With the bumblebees coming out. Bro, I promise you, he the Mexican Candyman. Every time his name come up, Canelo be changing the subject and we'll see. Anything's possible. Like he won't answer straight up and down like, will he fight Benavidez? Bro, Canelo been shook ever since Mike Tyson called David Benavidez the Mexican monster. On that hot box, he's like, yeah, this guy, he really could fight. He fight real good. He's like 6 foot. He's a Mexican monster. Yeah, I want to see Canelo. He need to fight Canelo because he's a Mexican monster. I want to see. Why Mike Tyson? Why he always be snacking? He be high as hell on that podcast. He always eating and smacking. Have y'all? I be paying attention, bro. Have y'all noticed that on the hot boxing? Like he really be hot boxing because he got the munchies all. Like literally, he be eating like popcorn and like sunflower seeds. I'm trying to see them Canelo and them Mexican monster. I'm trying to see how that gonna play out with the Mexican monster, bro. Why you got them corn nuts though? The man eating bugles every time. Like, bro, it don't matter who the guest is. Sugar Ray Leonard, he always got some corn nuts and a Snapple and all these snacks. Like he done robbed a movie concession stand. He be having the junior mints. Yeah, I'm trying to see the Mexican monster. Yeah, David and Canelo. I'm trying. Like, what are you always eating, bro? Bro, I promise you watch one of them episodes. He always eating. Mexican monster. I'm trying. It always be some turkey jerky, beef jerky. You are not that hungry, Mike. Come on, bro. David Benavidez. He be spitting the shells out on the set. Shot Money XL be ducking. Like, why he always be eating? I never understood that. He had Terrence Crawford on there. So he about to fight Errol. Now Spence, He good at the body. Like, bro, can you get them chews out the mic though? Mike be on the mic with them smacks. It be bro, he be smacking on the mic. Like, that's crazy. Bro, that's crazy as hell for your podcast though. Your engineer going crazy trying to edit the smacking. Taste like Holyfield. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I want some breakfast. Give me some hominy grit. Bro, he always got some gummy bears and gummy worms, all types of whatever. But yeah, ever since Mike said he the Mexican monk, ever since that, Canelo ain't been feeling when his name get brought up. Like, he be mad at he try to fight the reporters. Hey, bro, when the fighters try to fight the reporter over the question, that's how you know you might be ducking. Listen, I'm going to say it one more again. When the boxers get mad at the reporter for bringing it up and they would like say this weird stuff for us doing our job, that's how you know that it might be a duck. Because I remember Anthony Joshua. Bro, they asked him about Wilder, and he was like, why should I fight him? I shouldn't do this. You fight him. Bro, Anthony Joshua literally told the fans that we need to fight Wilder. What? Bro, you the heavyweight champ. Why we gotta fight him? It's like, it's mad. Every time, everything... There's like, it's mad. You guys always want me to fight Wilder, bro. You fight him. Bro, why should I fight him? You the heavyweight champ. You the unified champ. I ain't fighting that crazy Alabama slammer motherfucker. You fight him. Bro, what? I ain't fighting Wilder, bro. Bro, AJ literally told the fans to fight Wilder. Bro, you don't want to get knocked out so bad. You want the fans knocked out. You trying to have all of us get knocked out. He tried to, bro, AJ tried to sacrifice the fans. That's crazy. Like, you really want to see the fans with no formal training get knocked out by Wilder. Bro, Wilder killed the fan. Hey, I seen the Charlie Zealand off. Bro, he had one glove on or something crazy and it was offing him. Man, y'all better leave Wilder alone. Bro, he's mad. You fight him. You fight Wilder. Why should I? What's with it? Why should I fight? Hey, AJ was tripping, bro. I don't know why. You fight him. Why should I fight him? I ain't got the heavyweight straps. You got him. Why I got to fight him? Bro, you ask Canelo about Benavidez, he be changing the subject. You see Family Feud? Like, bro, we ain't worried about Family Feud. We worried about the Benavidez. He said Canelo face turned into a Washington apple. Show you right. Bro, Canelo face turned, he looked like Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. He be straight red because, you know, he got that fair skin. Bro, you ask about Benavidez, he turned to Sebastian from Little Mermaid. He looked like Clifford, the red dog. All the blood rushed to his cheeks. Pause. Bro, AJ trying to get us killed. He trying to get us killed with Wilder. Wilder ain't mad at us. He mad at you. Why we got to fight her? He want to fight you. Like, bro, what type of ish is that? Wilder looking for you, and you be like, oh, fight Steve. Fight him. Jim. Fight Liam. He's over there. Like, bro, Liam, like, he ain't looking for all these people. He looking for you. He want to fight you. He didn't say he want to fight Liam. He want to fight AJ Liam. He trying to fight you. Don't try to pass the buck on us so we get knocked out. Bro, I'll never fight Wilder. He hit too hard. That's crazy. How would you even approach Wilder? Like, what would your stance be? Like honestly, if Wilder was trying to chunk him with you, like what would your stance be? You gonna come with the high guard? and he's just gonna punch right through that. He gonna punch right. He gonna sit there right. You. He's just finna punch right through that. Nose broke. Bow. Bro, he said with a baseball bat. Facts. Bro, I am not fighting this 6'7" dark-skinned behemoth. Yeah, what are you gonna try to use some upper body movement? Like what is the approach? You gonna tackle him? And he just You gonna try to dip Wilder? Nah, bro. And the worst thing about boxing fans, the boxing fans be like, look at his legs. His legs are so skinny. All right, you fight him. You take him down then. Bro, his leg, I bet his legs is skinny. Now you go get him. Show me what that look like. Bro, these dudes is weird. It be a bunch of 5'5" males, and they're like, look at Wilder's skinny legs. He's a beezy. All right, go tell him that. Go tell him that right now. I'm trying to see something. Bro, I don't care how skinny the man leg. He could have no leg. He generating power some kind of way. Because the way Dominic Brazil fell did not look kosher. He just fell like I was at that fight. Dominic Brazil just fell like a sack of potatoes. Do. He fell like a video game. Do. Do. Bro, remember when Mario would jump down in the pit and he'd be like, do. It just say game over. That's how Brazil fell. Just the game over screen was up there. Or on Grand Theft Auto where it turned black and white and say, poof, wasted. Bro, that's when Wilder knock you out, Hellenius, screen went black and white. Wasted. Bro, I'm not fighting that man, bro. AJ telling us to fight him. Canelo saying, oh, change the subject. Nah, let's talk about you fighting Benavidez. You want to fight preteens and people from 154? Let's talk about the real stuff. See, y'all don't want to have a real conversation. Conversation ruled the nation. Y'all don't want to have that. Anyway, that's my time. I just feel like shooting the breeze with y'all. I'll be back with some more heat. Make sure y'all subscribe. I got some new videos coming. You know, it's kind of low key, not too much booming in boxing right now. Ain't nothing like too crazy. It'll pick up though. You know, Canelo and Charlo, they got their upcoming fight. I'm looking forward to that just to see, because it's a weird fight. Wilder hit that boy and he melted. Facts. Bro, I missed that. Wilder, when he would knock people out in the stands, the crowd just erupt out of nowhere. I've been to several fights and nothing was like that. Like the oohs and ahs that Wilder would draw from them crazy knockouts. Like I was at Ortiz too. Bro, he was losing the fight. Wilder was literally losing and just said, and just destroyed. All the sweat flew off Luis Ortiz's head. He just fell all crazy. Like that's bro, his power is crazy. Wilder definitely need to get another one in. Pause. I need to see Wilder come back, bro. He's money. He's fun. He's fun to watch. Good dude. Anyway, that's my time. I'll holler at y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. Be back with some more heat. Deuces.